Hey everybody, we'll wait on some people to jump
Hi,
on. Hey
Spring.
Spring, how are you, darling? Um, yeah, I forgot how to do this. It's been so long.
Ain't been that long.
Yeah, it has. It feels like it's been a year. There we go. How are you, Miss Spring? What you up to? Did your arms fall off yet? She has a whole big bag of hats.
I saw on
I
Facebook.
know, right? Hey Jay, how are you? Welcome in. We're just waiting on some people to jump in. You guys can feel free to let us know in the comments what you're working on, if you're working on anything, what you're doing today. We don't care.
Making waffles.
Yum! I'll be right there. We don't really care what it is. We're anxious to hear how your day's going. I feel like it's been forever and a day since we've talked to anybody other than Spring. She and I chat behind the scenes. Spring and Bailey.
The last 20
The last 20, who are you making them for? An army?
hats.
Oh, I thought she meant waffles. I said the last 20 waffles. Hi, Amvita. How are you? Eggless waffles. Oh, that's right, because you
Ooh.
can't have eggs. Are they gluten free too? They have to be gluten free. You got to figure out how to do eggless and gluten free, which pretty much means no taste.
Yeah, really.
That's what that always means. I have yet to find a flour that is gluten free that I think tastes like anything other than baking soda and cardboard.
Although we did find that pancake and waffle mix that
Yeah,
actually passed.
it's passable when you douse it in syrup. Finished up a bag whip, then working on your scarf whip. It's a whip week for you. I wish. Thank you, Amvita. I appreciate that. Yeah, for those who came in who maybe aren't part of our Facebook group, we tend to share a little more there because it's a smaller community and because it's easier for me to jump on Facebook than is
Yeah,
anything
so
else. Before I say that, this right here, this mess,
ignore it.
we were filming for Christmas in July, Christmas extravaganza, and we're still not quite done yet. I may just jerk it down, and then the last 3 or 4 videos won't have anything in them that have to do with Christmas like that. I don't really care at this point, um, as far because it's just it's kind of fallen down anyway, so I don't really care about the decor. But it was just a fun thing. But for those who don't know, Friday morning, we got up and it was my husband's first day off of work, and he was headed to town to take care of some errands. And before he could finish the errands, we got a phone call that a dear friend of ours had taken their life. And if you know, then you know what that means to me. My brother did the same thing in 2016, and we've had several friends since then. I was counting up the other day that just in our local area, I think there have been 7 or 8 in 7 years, which is crazy. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? And so that was a blow. He also happened to be a firefighter brother, and so that makes it harder. My guys were really close, and then that always is difficult for me because it brings back everything, and also because of what we do with Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach is supposed to be to help prevent that kind of thing, to promote mental health awareness and others being kind to others, and just so it always makes me question what we do. Do we do enough? Is it? I know it can't ever be enough, but it just makes me question. Um, you know what we're doing, and but you can't let things like that keep you from doing good. You can't let when mental health the struggle wins and that person loses their battle. You can't give up on those who are still alive fighting that battle. So anyway, in a couple hours after that, I got another phone call or message, and my dad's sister's daughter had passed away. She's young. I mean, not extremely, like when I say young, I'm thinking, in my time frame. She's in her 50s, and so prematurely, so we don't know what happened, but her health wasn't great, but still, So just a double whammy. And so what had happened was the weekend before this past weekend, I had been like deathly sick, like oops, sorry, stomach flu sick, and it took me, because of my other issues, it took me a good portion of. I'm looking down. I'm working on a hat. I can't crank them like spring, but I'm working on it. It taken me a good portion of the week to get over it, even though we recorded and put out a video at least once during that time. And we had, thank God, we had recorded several videos before, and I kept thinking, wow, we had a lot of videos, and they're going to stretch out over a long time. And I was thankful we had those recorded because then we could just pop them in, and I didn't think about, doing anything for YouTube. And so that's what I did last week because I was sick, and we recorded one and put it out. And then, so usually our videos we've been trying to do them a week ahead of time so that we have a leeway if something happens. So what happened then after I got sick was the video that we released was came out last week, and then for some reason, like normally I will start to crochet probably on Thursday or Friday, and we will record on Sunday or Monday, and Friday is when all this happened, and I never even thought about crochet and didn't care, and quite frankly didn't pick it up till today. Thank you, Spring. I appreciate that. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. So, I did reach out to a couple of our dear friends on YouTube, like Spring and Bailey, just to give me encouragement to keep going and just to let somebody know, like I'm here. I just am not here, and so we're not here. So it just is one of those things. It's kind of like a trauma response that when it happens, especially since this person's mother and sister are both dear friends of mine that we lost in this manner. So yeah, I didn't feel like doing it. And so when it came time to record this weekend, I still didn't feel like doing it. And I basically said, just forget it. Because sometimes you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. And I had to get through that period of time. So when that happens, it kind of throws me for a loop for just a little bit. And of course, it threw everybody in our family for a loop because it was a dear friend. And so it's just one of those things. So, and literally, it's Tuesday, and this is the first time I've touched crochet. And nothing's going up because I'd like the one came out yesterday we recorded weeks ago, and I appreciate those who said, don't worry about it. It's more important to take care of your family, and it is more important to do that. Dancing Santa, that's right, Spring. You know how to make me laugh. But yeah, it's more important to take care of your family. But the reason we're here today, one of the reasons is because this kind of it keeps me going, if that makes sense. This is my outlet away from that kind of stuff, and to be able to say, hey, uh, just hanging out. So that's why we came in today, just to hang out, see what everybody's doing, catch up. I feel like because I got sick and wasn't able to watch what was going on YouTube as much, and again, during that time didn't care because I was hanging over a trash can. So, um, and then this week has been like this. Then I feel like I had like 2 weeks there, pretty much, that a week and a half that there's been, I felt out of it, just not connected. So I wanted to jump on and see what everybody was doing. And Spring is making waffles for an army. You make them all at once and then freeze them. That's a good idea. Now, Kristen did find some pancake mix somewhere, or I did one that had it was gluten free, and it actually was decent. Like if you drown it in syrup, it's pretty good, which I do that anyway. Nancy, lives always make me happy too, and that's what I told Kristen. We went today to visit the family, and tomorrow my family will have. Let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the wake, and Thursday's the funeral, and so that will be their goodbye or see you later. And yeah, so we went to see the other family today, and that was something that I needed to do. And then I told Kristen when we left, I said, we're leaving and we're going to go do that. And then we're going to come home and we're going to go live so that I can clear my brain because this kind of resets my brain. So we ended up this week, my youngest is at what's called Adventure Camp. And Adventure Camp is, let me see, can you help me remember what all he's doing? He's going rock climbing,
swimming.
swimming like at a water park, like a huge water park near us. Like, I'm not talking like, you go to the water parks where it's like commercialized type stuff. I'm talking it's a water park. Everything in it is water, and you do all kinds of stuff in the water. And so he'll have fun with that. There's zip lining, caving, something else. What else? There were 5 days. Yesterday was a an introduction. Basically, it's called Gear Up. Does anybody have Gear Up in your community or in your schools? Unpacking, getting ready for your Tiny Tuesday Live at 8 p.m. Eastern today. Um, Having fun finding all kinds of craft supplies I forgot I had. I love those kind of days. We've been kind of doing that too and working on Christmas extravaganza for July. All of our videos have been recorded except for I think 4. One of them I need to write the pattern out first, so I didn't record it, so I could get that written out first. Two of them, Kristen's got to find because
I know where they're at.
she made them before and she's got to find those. And then one of them I'm still looking for a yarn. I need a yarn that is like a burnt orange, like a basketball color. Red Heart, I haven't been able to find it locally. And even when I went to Joann's the other day, Joann's felt like it was 100 degrees inside, and I kind of was probably not very nice myself when I walked through, and I didn't say it in a mean way, but I said it so a clerk could hear me, and I said, I can't stay in here very long because it's like 100 degrees. And so it was very hot. I don't know if their air conditioner was broke or what, but it was very hot. So I didn't find it in there either. So I don't know. I've been to a couple Walmarts. Sorry, I'm counting. I really don't want to order offline because I can't see it to make sure it's what I need. And I didn't see it at Hobby Lobby either. And I know I've seen that color before. I've just got to figure out who has it. And, Red Heart is famous for their oranges being really bright neon orange. Or, like pumpkin. I guess pumpkin might be okay. I don't know. I need to look.
We've had burnt orange before. I found it at Dollar Tree, but they don't have it anymore.
Our Dollar Tree has yarn no more. They have no more yarn. No yarn for us.
The computer does change the color.
Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about. I need something that's like a basketball orange color.
And I've had it before when I was making all the Highland cows.
Like, I need very, very little, but I have to get it and get it made up before Christmas in July because I have it in mind. I've actually recorded the video. Okay, since we're talking about that, see, I knew if we came on here, my mind would go to something else that would make me feel better. So, in all the videos, I realize now what I did. I said at the end of the video, oh, and the link will be put down below for the pattern. And, thank you, Spring. If you could just tell me what it is, I don't mind to order it. I just can't find one that's the right color. Everything just keeps coming out a dull orange. Just
or
like
a flaming orange.
Or a flaming neon orange, which I have that, and that is ugly. But, yeah, I have that. Actually, where's my... Yeah, I have this one. And see, like Nancy said about colors online, even here on this computer, this just looks like a really nice, pretty peachy orange. This is Red Heart Flame.
Yeah.
You could make a hunter's vest out of it. That's how colorful it is.
Bright.
Pumpkin orange. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's a pumpkin that was by Red Heart or something. But anyway, so you guys tell me what you think. What I had planned on doing was, like in all the videos, like a big dummy, I said, oh, the links for the pattern is down below in the box like we always do. But what do you guys think if, because there are going to be 31 plus patterns, because there's 31 days and there's at least a pattern a day, what if the links to the patterns, thank you, Spring, I'll look. What if the links to the patterns were instead dropped into a playlist on our page, or on our channel, that said Christmas extravaganza, so you could just go through and each day as the video was released, I dropped the new videos in there for the link that tell you what they are. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. It's not like you're going to have to search. I mean, they're going to show the picture and you're going to be able to tell. But I thought it might be easier, instead of dropping those links in the description box, which I said I was going to drop them in a playlist. And then I would just drop the playlist into the description box of every video, and you could just go and search there. And they would all, kind of go in line, and it would give you the original link to the original people that made it. Or if it's ours, it'd be something else. Yes, Spring, the color of that bottom one. What is that?
Ooh, yeah, that's
Yep,
perfect.
that's right?
Yeah.
It looks like a pumpkin. But I think it would be easier for, well, I know it'd be easier for me if I just dropped it in a playlist because I've already got them saved in a playlist where I was going back and referencing them, and I'll just move them over to a playlist for you all and save them to the different playlist, and then you would be able to find it easier too than having to dig through everything that's in the description box. See, I have been out so long, I'm even having trouble trying to count my stitches. Now, I don't know what yarn this is, but this does not feel like Red Heart. CSS. Okay. Um, on to another subject while we're talking about yarn. Anybody use Red Heart? Red Heart was my go-to. And people would say, I don't like Red Heart, it's too rough. And I'd be like, I love Red Heart, especially because for amigurumis and stuff. Stop popping them knuckles! Ah! Gives me the creeps. Like nails on a chalkboard. But I picked up some Red Heart. Well, I picked up Red Heart. I was making the patriotic wall hanger and I picked up some Red Heart. Um, and it was the wrong color, so I decided to use it for hats. It was a blue. And it splits now like nobody's business. It is horrible. It is, I don't know. It's Red Heart. Red Heart, some kind of. Do it again, little K. No! It makes my skin crawl. Ugh! Stephanie, I love Red Heart too. But this new stuff that they've got that's coming from Turkey, and this stuff did. I checked the label, and even though it was created last year, it was created in Turkey. And it splits. The twist is not good. And it just, I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it. I may have to switch. Does anybody have experience? I've seen a yarn floating around a lot that everybody's talking about, Premier Basics. Basix, I think it
Oh, I've
is.
seen that one.
I'm curious. I think I'm gonna try that because Red Heart is just not like if this. I don't know what this is. I don't think this is Red Heart. It might be a mainstay because it's soft, but I just can't.
This is all of this yarn.
See, I like that because it's soft, but sometimes too soft can be kind of blown out, and I wonder how it washes up if it has a halo. Um, yeah, I'm just not a. I'm not a fan of the new stuff. Roxy, go. Roxy, go. Remove yourself from the premises. Yeah, I know. Go pout. Premier Basics is amazing. Rachel's Larry Afghan in it. Okay. I'll have to check it out then because I just can't. Red Heart has been my go-to, and it used to be because it was closer and I could get it rather quickly, but even that's becoming a no-no because the colors are not here. Like even, like I can go to Joann's and get them, but yeah, I mean, even at that, some of their stuff had big holes. Hey Zach, how are you? Good to see you. I'm going to have to try Premier Basic then because I just can't get over the way the Red Heart has changed. I mean, nope. I'm a nope. I never thought I would feel that way, but I do. See, I missed a stitch. Um, Karen Simply Soft. Burnt orange or pumpkin. See, I think that Red Heart had a pumpkin, but they might have discontinued it.
I haven't seen it in a long while.
Because I had one, and I can't remember. We're good, Zach. Thanks for coming in. What are you working on? Um, I can't remember what I used it for, honestly. Because I very rarely buy something that color. I don't gravitate towards that color, even though it's beautiful. And I can't remember what I used that one for. I may have had it because it was donated to make hats, and that's what we did with it. That could have very well been the case. And therefore, I don't have it anymore. So, I just remember having my hands on it. But, um, it's just annoying when you try to find and you can't find it. But I think I'm going to try the Premier Basics and see, because since I can't get Red Heart here anyway in a multitude of colors, yeah, I think I'll just bow out of that. And I'm not a big twist fan. I know a lot of people are, but I'm not. I don't like it. I don't like it at all for anything. So, And I've tried it. I just don't like it. To me, there's too much halo. I don't like it at all. So, not going to be a big twist, girl. Not going to happen. What was that? I missed it. The top orange is Premier Basic. I think the bottom one is more the pumpkin color, but I'm going to try Premier Basic because I've heard so much about it and everybody's talking about it. And I thought, well, I think I'm going to try that just to see what might come of it because Red Heart and I are having a parting of ways for sure. I don't know what I did with that.
With what?
Where's my black bag? The new blue that I got. Is it down? I see it. I've got a bag of scraps that I need to do something with too. And it's just not calling my name at the moment. Hold on one second. Yep. Knocked on the floor. It's okay. I just want to show you what this looks like if I can find it. I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I'm just not happy with it. Hey Cheryl, how are you? You're using green yarn and you don't know what it's going to be yet. Oh, I like that idea. Just roll with the flow, right? Cheryl, what are you making? I know you're amigurumi and something, I'm sure. All right, let me go back. Yep, that's it. I'll have to look at Joanne's. I have to go to Beckley every day this week anyway, so we're doing good. Thank you, Cheryl, for asking. We're hanging in there. I have to go to, not two, but I have to go about 5 or 10 minutes away from Joanne's for the next 2 days, and I've been there the last 2 days for this adventure camp to take Luke like we were talking, so I could always drop in and run through Joanne's real quick. I may even do a pickup. Triceratops and unicorns. I love Triceratops. I don't know what it is about dinosaurs. I think it's because my brother's name was Rex, so T-Rex was always something that had his name on it. And so, I don't know, I just love dinosaurs. I can't help it. I think they're so cute. I used to crochet dinosaurs when I worked Head Start and taught pre-K. We made them, like I made them, I crocheted them. And I think I had like, what did I have? I had a Triceratops, a pterodactyl. That's okay, Zach. It's okay that you don't know. I think that's fun that you don't know what you're making. She probably would reach over and bop her mama on the head. You know how she is. But I don't know. When I was going through that stuff, I guess. For no reason, you do it all the time. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I made a pterodactyl. I made a Triceratops, and I think I made a brontosaurus. And Nancy has a big job. I hate to move. And what we did is they were little stuffed dinosaurs, and I made them about like this big. And there was a little backpack that they came in. We put them in a backpack, and one of the drawstring ones. And we made a little booklet, and they were supposed to fill out the journal with what. And the kids each got to take turns taking them home. So the dinosaur went home with them, and they took it on an adventure at their house, and they wrote about their adventure. Of course, they told the adventure to their parents. Their parents wrote it down. So Mom took pictures and submitted. We had the best time doing a dinosaur unit with those because kids learned so much, and they learned how to tell stories, and they learned how to, work with their family, and how, that words can be written down. They learned all these different things, and they had such a good time, and they fell in love with these dinosaurs, and I'm glad I'm not doing that now because I would feel like I had to make a dinosaur for each kid. I wish I had now. Oh, she was pulling yarn. It's hard to tell what she's doing behind me like that. But
I was confused. I'm like, I didn't reach over there.
but we did that with Head Start, and then we did things like there's a recipe where you can take coffee grounds and sand and some water, I think, and I can't remember what all it was, and you can make physical like looking dinosaur eggs. So we would make those and press the little plastic dinosaurs from the Dollar Tree down in them, and fold it back over and around it and make the egg shape, let it dry, and then the kids got to take little plastic tools and try to dig and pretend like, that they were digging for dinosaur fossils. And it was so neat. They had such a good time. More boxes in storage where, yeah, I don't think we ever unpack completely. I'm purging some too. It's ridiculous how much stuff people accumulate in it. Keep them entertained and keep them in school. Yep, that's right. We enjoyed it so much, and I really that's the one thing I miss about teaching Head Start is we did that every year. We did a dinosaur unit, and we did that. We had so many cool dinosaur things we did. But I really enjoyed the things that we did. Dinosaurs was my favorite unit. We also did paper mache eggs. So the dinosaurs that I crocheted didn't show up as dinosaurs. They showed up as these brightly colored eggs. And what we did is took a balloon and did the paper mache over top of it and painted these bright, bright yellows, blues, and greens. We stuck the dinosaur down in it and then paper mache over the top. So each day we would take an X-Acto knife and we would crack a little bit of the egg, and the kids would come through every day of the week. So the first week they were watching the egg hatch. And then one day they would come in and the egg would be completely open and there'd be no dinosaur. And so we would take a dinosaur and put it out on the bus, and we'd take one and put it upstairs, and we'd take one and put it in the office, and they had to search through, and of course we went with them, and they searched through the school to find where the dinosaurs had gone because they were missing. And the whole clue at the beginning was the eggs got dropped off by the dino parents, because they had to go on vacation, and we were babysitting. So then we lost the dinos, and so they had to go find them. We had such a ball. It was such a good time. I really enjoyed it. Um, hey, Colleen, how are you? Thank you. We love when you lurk and leave your thummies. We appreciate that so much. I I really have been amazed, and really it's taught me to go leave thumbs because Dory, thank you. We appreciate you so much. Um, it's taught me to leave thumbs because Dory keeps saying thumbs are free, and I didn't realize how much. You can go back and look at videos that people have put. Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate that so much. We really do. Right back at you. We appreciate you, everybody, so much. Um, but I didn't realize how many thumbs don't, like, you could have all kinds of views but maybe like 10 thumbs, and I'm like, why don't we do that? So I've been making an effort to go back and put thumbs and make sure that I do that because it's free, and it's good for everybody, and it helps YouTube know that it's important for everybody to see the video and that kind of thing. And I don't know how they do their algorithms. I swear it makes no sense to me at all, but it is what it is. Who just came in? Somebody came in. Maritza, hello, how are you? What are you working on? What are you doing today? Somebody tell me something fun you're doing today, enjoying summer. We're already a couple weeks in, and I feel like I don't even realize that it's summertime. So much going on. Just craziness everywhere. It's everywhere. Roxy, go. She is having problems today. That's our lab. And she's having withdrawal symptoms because my youngest is not here, and she is an emotional dog, and she has separation anxiety, and she got used to him being home for about a week or two, and then you go boom, he's gone again all week, and so she's having a meltdown. As far as the thumbs go, generally it's half. Yeah, I know. Half the amount of views equals the amount of thumbs. Yep. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand YouTube's algorithms. I don't pretend to. I'm never going to understand them. That's all right. It doesn't matter. But I don't understand why thumbs seem to be so important. To me, if they're watching, who cares if they give it a thumb or not? And the thing is, from what I understand, if they give you a thumbs down, it's the same difference. It's still, that old saying that says, any attention is good attention. No, no, it's not. I don't know. I guess I'm just old school, but it is what it is. I thought I was really happy. Kristen and I were talking the other day. We have, I think it's over 21,000 views, which that's insanity. Like, I can't wrap my head around that. We've been here since September. We have 400 and some odd people. YouTube's doing the yo-yo thing. You know, they add a person, drop a person each day. They've been doing that for about a week and a half. Add a person, drop a person. Add a person, drop a person. Add a person, drop a person. I'm like, take us off the merry-go-round. That's crazy. But then we had over 1,300 hours, watch hours, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot to some people, but to me, you know, who would have ever thought when we started? I did not ever think when we started YouTube that there would be 1,300 watch hours. I didn't think there'd be 13 minutes worth of watch hours, but it's fun. We've enjoyed it. This has become home. It's been a place of safety. Um, Thumbs down drops it overall. I've heard people say it doesn't matter. Give me a thumbs down if you want. It still gives me attention. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just don't know. People are, I don't know. But I was watching some of the stuff about algorithms and YouTube, and it really can get, yeah, I can't go that in depth. Some of these people and the things they're talking about, I'm like, okay, I'm just talking. I'm just talking yarn. Y'all talk numbers all you want. I'm just talking yarn. It's all good. Um, but I do know that we have some hats that need to be made, and since I'm behind and I have a whole long list in my brain of things I want to make, like detailed things that I have to watch a pattern for, read a pattern, watch a video, whatever. I have this big long list, right? Plus some things that some friends need me to make for them, and I have this big long list. Hey Jamie, how are you? And since I have this big long list of things I want to do, and every one of them is something I need to look at the pattern or refresh my memory with the pattern or watch a video because it's something I haven't done or it's been a while since I've done it. I'm just working on hats because I can do hats and not think about it, and my brain can't process right now. I can't process that stuff. So that's why we're doing a live. That's why I'm crocheting hats, because I can crochet hats and not have to think about it. And what are you working on, Miss Thing?
Hmm?
What are you working on?
I'm kind of trying to figure that out. I started just
What is that?
basic increases. I was gonna make a hat,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what I'm making now
Why you don't know what you're making now?
because I don't know if I want to make a hat. I'm trying to decide something new.
Well, you better figure it out. You're already partially into it. That's not what you were working on. You need a place. I lost it. Hold on. It's so annoying. I feel like I need to place it. I know, right? YouTube Studio has my head going round and round. Just keep going. You're doing good. It has my head going round and round. And it used to bother me when I get on there and I'd see those numbers dip. Because at one time it jumped up like 5 or 6, and then the next day it was down 2. And then the next day it would go back up 2, and the next day it was down like 4 more. And I'm like, forget this. I can't sit there and watch those numbers. Like, I mean, I do go watch it, but it used to bother me a lot. And now I'm just like, yeah, okay. I mean, everybody's, what people like changes from time to time. And it may not even be that, it may just be an error in their computing. And so, yeah, up and down, like a yo-yo or a seesaw. Go ahead. Whatever makes them happy, I guess. Yeah. And then I've heard people say, oh, you need to post every day. And some people say, oh, once a week is fine. And I'm like, you know what? And then I hear these people that say, well, you should only post short videos. They need to be short. They need to be less than such and such minutes. And I'm not giving a time because I don't want to do that to somebody because that's crazy. And then you hear people who say, well, they need to be longer. They need to be at least this length. Listen, I've got people whose videos that I watch that are an hour and something long. Crochet videos. No fooling. And not lives. Hour-long crochet videos I watch. Then I have people that have 5-minute videos that I watch. And there are some people who... Hold on a second. There are some people... It wouldn't matter if they were reading the dictionary. I would still watch their videos. It's just how it is. We all find those people that we click with. I think there are people who soothe your soul. They just kind of, you click with them and you know that they're good people. And like, it's like Miguel from Who Knows. I would watch Miguel, I think, if he read the dictionary. I love Miguel. He is amazing. He always has such wonderful things to say. Hi, Christy. How are you? Welcome in. Tell us what you're working on. Miguel has such a sweet soul, and I would watch him regardless. I mean, there are certain people that I'm going to watch regardless. People that I support, people that I want to see do well, and maybe it's not that I get to watch everything, but maybe I turn it on and catch a few minutes, or maybe I turn it on and let it play. I mean, but it bothers me when I get on YouTube and they post a video and I don't see it. And then the other day, I don't know if it's just mine, because we all know my internet stinks. But I got on there and the only thing I was seeing was like the top. It said something like the most recent and popular or something like that. And it was like 4 rows of 3 videos. It was 12 videos and then it stopped. Nothing else. Nothing else. So that meant if it wasn't in the top 12, and I forget how many hundreds of people I'm subscribed to, I didn't see they had posted a video. So now I've gotten.
You have a filter on it.
Well, I hope not. If it's a filter, you need to go in there and figure out how to take it off. I'm not happy. But then again, I have on my Roku TV, I have my YouTube, and it eventually every once in a while it signs me out, and I don't like that either. But I go back now and I go down the side, and on mine it's set up like that, of my subscriptions, and I click through each person so that then it will show me their most recent video, and I know if I've missed something, because I missed a lot that way, and it really aggravates me because, and I don't always get time to go on there, I have to go back and forth, and some weeks I'll do it all in a day, some weeks I have to go piece by piece. Taking a break from crocheting, I have to. Oh no, I saw that, Christy. I was going to tell you. I don't know which editing software you use. I don't, if I don't have to, because I'm not doing it. And but you can use KindMaster and pull it over, and you can voice over, and I think you can even voice over in YouTube Studio if you've got the video up there, and that way you could just put your. Hold on a second. I got something from the camp Luke's at. 1 second. I gotta make sure it's not saying something's wrong. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Just pictures they were sharing. Because he's an hour away. Like his dad is 5 minutes from where he's at, but I'm an hour away and I'm the one that has to go get him because dad can't leave work. Well, he could in an emergency, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm just making sure he's okay. But anyway, so what I've started doing is started going down my side list there of my subscriptions and trying to make sure that I'm hitting on those videos and then I'm getting to see them. Now, I don't always get to comment. Sometimes I watch and like and don't get to comment if I'm in a real hurry. I try to comment, at least an emoji or something to say that I've been there. But I don't always get to do that, unfortunately. But like this past 2 weeks, nah, I haven't gotten to do too much. I've watched, but it had been intermittent in between. Like when I finished that patriotic thing, the wall hanging, I was telling you guys during the video that I was so aggravated because I couldn't focus. And it was because there was so much going on here trying to get ready for everything that was happening. And because I don't know, I had one of those days. And I have those frequently, not frequently, but occasionally, I'll say. And it's just where I can't focus. That's okay. You lurk away, darling. And email you how to do the voiceover. Yes. I will look it up and send screenshots. That's the best way I know how to do it because I always have to go in and look. But there is a voiceover that you can do. And what I've done when I had a video like that in YouTube, I'm pretty sure you can go back and do a voiceover there. I know you can do it in KindMaster. I really don't like KindMaster because that was the video I had the other day that took me 9 hours. It was 25 minutes. It took me 9 hours to upload. And I'm convinced it was because I got a phone call in the middle of a video. I shut the video off. I recorded the second half. I put them together. And I split a little bit of it, took some of it out. And it was horrible. 9 hours for 25 minutes. I just can't. And that could have been my internet. But yeah, I can email you that. No problem. But I just, I saw that spring. I've been gone this morning. I had to take Luke to adventure camp, and then I went visiting, like I said, for the family that lost their son. And I haven't had any YouTube time today. I turned it on briefly for a second, and couldn't even focus and had to turn it off. But I do have been going down the side and trying to catch videos. If I don't catch them all, because I am so far behind, I try to catch the recent ones so that you know I'm there and I'm listening, and I may, like I said, like it and see it and not get to comment on it. I try to comment though, because they say likes and comments are important, right? So I try to do that so that everybody is supported and that you know I've been there. And I try to get to all of our comments. Like, Kristen doesn't always see them, but I see them all. And I've noticed recently that some of them, I don't know what's going on, but YouTube doesn't show them immediately. Like, I look in my email to get them, but I know you can go to YouTube Studio and get them as well. But in either of those places, it seems like they're lagging. So it'll be posted, and then I'll try to comment. And this past week, I think it was much later before I actually got to everything. Like, I usually try to do it every day, but not this week. And that's why we're here today live, because I'm not going to push myself to crochet something just to say I crocheted it, because I'm really tired of that mentality. I want it to be something useful. I want it to go somewhere or have a purpose and somebody to enjoy it. And if I'm just going to crochet something to say I crocheted something to put out a video, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't need that stress this week, and I'm not going there. And I just, looking at her floofy yarn. I can't do that. But I did have somebody mention locally to me today about lap gowns. Oh, not today, but this week. She crochets lap gowns, and she wanted me to know if I had something. Because, you know, we do Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach, and we take hats and scarves and cows and gloves and all that stuff that keeps them warm. And but then we use blankets or throws, and the best analogy I can give is the one we use the most of, that we get donated the most, are the ones from Dollar General, and they're rolled up, you know, in a little coil, and they're like $5. Well, this,
You had one here.
I don't know where it went. And after this past weekend, Dollar General had a clearance sale, and there goes my craftiness, my couponing. Sorry, it slips in. And the blankets were $5, marked down to $2.50 on clearance. So they had a clearance sale this past weekend. It was 50% off all clearance, which made them $1.25. So I bought some for our Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach, because that's what we give to the nursing home. Well, this lady asked if we could do lap gowns, and I said, sure, if you want to donate them, I will treat them like a blanket, and it will be donated to nursing home. So I guess some of our local people will be doing that. So I'm thankful for that, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on with Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach. Um, I won't lie, this past weekend really made me think, because I mean, I know you can't reach everybody, but it's just hard when it's somebody that's close and you try, and you know, it just doesn't. But I read something this week that said, you know, in the end, ultimately, our choices are our own. We can't make our choices for other people. So um, that helps me. We can't make the final decision, and it comes back to what we say every time. Hi, Jen. Jen, thank you. I'm glad you're lurking. Had to look at your name twice. I knew your name, but the screen made it look different. Um, in the end, we can't make decisions for other people, and that's because we don't walk in their shoes, and that's what we say every time. Be kind, because you don't know anybody else's journey. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what the day has been like, the week, the month, the year. Hey, Pam, how are you? Good to see you. Um, Let us know what you're working on, what you're doing. So that's what our outreach is about. It is about, and I had to be reminded too, that it is about reaching those who are dealing with mental health issues and who are struggling. But it's also about reaching those families who are left. And we call ourselves suicide warriors. And that's because we fought a lot, a long, hard fight to continue and to struggle through. Having coffee sounds good to me. Oh, we went to Dairy Queen yesterday. I probably shouldn't say that on here, but I'm going to say it anyway. And this one works there, and she hadn't told me they have. If you haven't tried this, oh my gosh. If you're a coffee lover.
I don't know if all of them have it.
Now ours has it. You may have to come to ours. They have a milkshake. What's it called?
A caramel mocha chip.
It's like mocha coffee, whatever, with caramel
It's a
and
chocolate coffee base with caramel and chocolate chunks.
it's out of this world. Super rich, super rich. So if you don't like super sweet and rich, I mean, I couldn't get through it all. But if you like coffee, yeah, baby. Christy, I noticed I got to go back and read her comment. No, 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 it took it off of there. There we go. Really bad ADHD last week. So stressed out because things have been going missing. I understand, Christy. Mine, hey Chris, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Let us know what you're working on. Mine last week I just couldn't focus, and I think it was from being sick. But and then this past weekend I didn't even try. There was no point. There was no point in trying. I knew I kept thinking about crocheting, and it wasn't even for the channel. It was because I knew I had things I needed to do, and I just didn't feel like it, so I didn't do it. I didn't force myself to do it. It's not worth it. I want it to bring me joy, and it is my therapy. I say that often. It's for therapy, but yeah, I just didn't feel it. So as we spent all day the other day recording. Oh yes, pollen and random nosebleeds. My Luke gets random nosebleeds so bad, and that's why I was kind of iffy about him going on this trip. But he is having a ball, and so I've made them aware that he does have random severe nosebleeds and that he knows how to take care of them. They just need to get him the supplies. And for us, it's usually a really cold ice pack on the back of the neck. And we found too, better than that, if you have what we used to call a case knife, but I guess some people call them a butter knife that you use to put butter on toast. If you put one of those in the freezer and then have it available, then he can put that on the back of his neck, and the metal transfers the coolness really well, and it stops them pretty well. So, yep, I know all about that from my youngest there. But so we have recorded almost all the videos for no, not for Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach. See, Spring, she is doing it now. Did you see that? Christmas extravaganza for Christmas in July. Hopefully everybody will be happy with it. I mean, we didn't find some hidden dinosaur fossil like, crochet wonderful thing. We just did things that we thought would make nice gifts. And so hopefully everybody will like it. There are things for all ages and men and women, boys and girls. So we hope that, because we had been asked to do some things for men, so we did focus some on that too. So we hope you like it. We have a few more we still have to record the videos for. They will start coming out July 1st. But in the videos I had said earlier, I have said in each video, oh, the pattern is wonderful, Cheryl. I'm so excited. I already have one. Julie from KS Mom Crochets, she had sent me hers. But listen, Spring laughing because I'm getting attacked over here. But we will do that. And every video I'd already recorded halfway through them and went, oh no, I said in every video the description box would have the pattern. But I think what I'm going to do, if it's all right with everybody, I think it would be easier if I use a playlist, and in the playlist every day I will add the video that is what we used for that day. And so it'll be pretty self-explanatory. I mean, each video will say, and I will then and I'll say, I'll put the playlist in each video too, so that you can just go to the playlist and pull up the video for it. A transfer of hats. You don't want to mail them? I know not. I know we're going to have to schedule a transfer of hats. I may just transfer Kristen over to you if she don't quit back here jabbing me in the side with a crochet hook. What are you doing? I'm going to take that furls away from you. She got a furls since I got a second furls from a winnings thing that I did. So she got with Kay's Crochet Haven. So she got the first one that I got. She said it looks like coffee. She's coffee obsessed. You're going to stop. I'm going to send her out. I'm going to send you to work with the horses. Spring's going to take
Yay.
you.
That's supposed to be a punishment?
If she doesn't stop screaming, moo cows and Bigfoot every time I get down the road, y'all going to hear about me being in a car wreck. That's a no. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would be a no. I don't blame you. But yeah, if she doesn't stop screaming Bigfoot every time there's a sign on the side of the road, because if y'all don't know, in West Virginia, that I don't know why that's a thing, but it is a thing. Like these big, hey Bailey,
Bailey,
how are you,
Bailey
honey?
gets it.
Okay, I'll send you to Canada. Dad's got a buddy that's getting ready to go up there to the factory up there and work for a couple weeks, so you can go with him. But in West Virginia, I don't know why. I don't know if it's just a West Virginia thing. There are these huge, like life size statues or like cutouts, wooden cutouts that are painted black to represent Bigfoot. Is that in any other state or is that just us being crazy? Because I just don't get it. Like we have the cute little
Well,
bears.
I found yours and Dad's Bigfoot keychains in Tennessee, so obviously it's not just us that's a Bigfoot obsessed.
Yeah, but I don't think normal people outside of West Virginia have big statues of them in their yard. I'm just
That one
saying.
place has 4 of them: baby, mom, dad, and uncle.
She's been in a chicken house. Oh my gosh. I'll send her. She can handle the chicken. She's good at that. Little Miss Pollyanna back here has her own garden now this year too. So she's something else. But yeah, I just don't know that that's a thing anywhere else that people have Bigfoot in their yards.
So now I scream Bigfoot every time we pass them.
Yeah, and then I about lose myself trying to drive. So you know.
I don't know what they were doing the other day. They were like saying, and if you look to your left, you'll see this. And we were driving past the Bigfoots, and I said, if you look to your right, you will see a family of Bigfoot statues. Instead of yelling Bigfoot, I did like a little, if you look to your right thing.
I can't with this one, y'all. Sasquatch. Yep, Sasquatch. My brother had an obsession with Bigfoot, so I guess that's where she gets it. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't know. And the moo cows, yeah.
That's just me.
I'm surprised I don't have one in my living room. But yeah, that's a no. I told her she needs a rich husband because ain't nobody gonna be able to afford all these animals that she wants, and she'd probably have a Sasquatch as a pet if she could. Now it's normal to have like the bear cutouts here and stuff, but speaking of bears, everybody around
you
us.
go on your tangent?
Yep, I am going on a tangent because I love bears. I think bears are beautiful. I have yet to see any in the wild other than when we went to Tennessee, and I kind of feel like that's set up that way. You know, Cades Cove, you drive through, you know there are bears, you're going to see one, whoop-de-doo. But my husband at work, he works in a factory, and literally inside the plant now they have signs that say beware of bears because as soon as you step out into the parking lot, they have a bear that has been coming around for years off and on, and turkeys like come and try to flog themselves against the where's Sassy Scotch against the glass, but and they had snakes and everything. But now this bear has decided, I guess this is home because it's come through the parking lot a couple of different times already. So now they literally have a sign that says they're not allowed to go to break by themselves. They have to go together because you'll send her back as Kristen Oakley. I think she already is. But they have bears everywhere, and there are bears coming out everywhere around us. People are saying beware of the bears. The bears are coming out into general population. And so this past weekend, unfortunately, one came out on the interstate, and there was an accident with a motorcycle and a fatality. Um, so it's just sad. I mean, I don't know why they're coming down. I guess because I don't know this crazy weather. I don't know. It's nuts. But yeah, I love bears, but Sasquatch, I mean, whatever. I don't really care. They like to watch mountain monsters and all that
Lion,
mess.
tigers, and bears, oh my.
Yep, they like to watch mountain monsters. All of my guys, except for me, like to watch mountain monsters, and I can't handle it because I can't.
Her youngest didn't like it for a while.
Yeah, it's because he's little. But they all like it now. And yeah, lions and tigers and bears. Yep. Well,
like
instead
the
of lions
fancy
and tigers and bears, we have mountain lions,
snake,
bears, and snakes. Yeah, copperheads, and yep, wonderful things.
and Bigfoot. You can't forget Bigfoot.
I have yet to see a Bigfoot.
You're just not looking in the right spot.
Really? You've seen a Bigfoot?
Yeah.
She's lying.
No. There's one on your keychain.
A real live breathing one.
On TV.
No.
Yeah.
They're not real.
Mountain monsters.
Mountain monsters. She's a nut, I'm telling you. That's what you could do. You need to crochet a Bigfoot.
I have one in the book from Yarn in Pajamas. I need to make it.
Oh.
She came in late.
Sorry. If you came in late and you're wondering if I'm off my rocker, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But this is for Christmas in July, Christmas extravaganza. We've been video recording for that, and I just never took it down because we still have like 4 more to make. And they may or may not have this in it because I might rip this down and just say forget it, and you may get 4 videos that don't have that in it. But we were just trying to be festive. Yeah.
Extra.
Yeah, extra, because that's what we are, right? Extra mess. But yeah, no, it's not Christmas. I wish.
Trust me, Halloween first.
No, somebody sent me something the other day about a little lady in a nursing home or something that had dementia, and she was unwrapping her Christmas presents and how happy she was. And because my mom has dementia, she said, I thought that you would enjoy this video. And I told her, I said, I hope when I'm old and in the nursing home and I have dementia, that somebody comes in every day and hands me a Christmas present to unwrap, lets me unwrap it, waits till I turn my back, takes it back, goes home and wraps it again, and brings it back the next day for them to let me do it again.
I'll do it.
Because you know what? I will never know the difference, and I would have Christmas every day, so I would be happy as could be.
Same roll of yarn.
I don't care. I don't care. Even I could use it and make something, and you could give me half of it the next day. I will never know the difference. You had the cutout Sasquatch in Florida. Ha! Bailey's gonna take your hook. Pam said she was just thinking she didn't sleep that long. She's nowhere near ready for Christmas. Me either. I usually am ecstatic about Christmas, but it's just, I'm not in the mood right now. I'm glad we had already done most of those. What was it, last week? We took one day and recorded like 28 videos.
Yes, Spring.
Yep, she's coming to your house for October. I tell her all the time I'm going to send her to her godmother because her godmother likes Halloween. And so she is the only one in this house that is Halloween obsessed.
Your adopted daughter, my best friend.
She don't live in this house.
But
I can't help her bad taste. I'm kidding. We have this fight every year because, see, my birthday's October 24th. So on October 24th, Christmas starts.
Not for me.
For me, it does.
No.
And the tree goes up.
And Halloween lasts into the middle of November for me.
They love Halloween too. I never will forget the scariest Halloween we ever had. It was really scary because where we live, there's not much traffic during Halloween, so we go somewhere else down near where my in-laws live, and we walk through the center of town. And it's a big long stretch, and out near the end is a baseball field for the Little League. So we were walking down through there, and at the time, there were these huge pine trees. I'm talking, I don't know,
20, 30 foot tall.
Probably 20 foot tall. And it made a hedge down behind this house. So when you walk in front of them, you're walking on the main road that drives around by the park. And I was walking in the grass in front of them. I had her and my youngest with me. And I think my oldest was driving the car.
No, that's not, no. Mean?
I don't know what that is. You'll have to tell her what that is. I'm sure that's spooky related, and y'all can go without me. We'll go to a Christmas show. We'll go to the house in Bluefield that has all the Christmas lights. But anyway, we were walking through. Somebody else was driving the car, so we decided to walk through. And no, I wasn't with you walking through. Was it your dad?
It was me and Lee.
Okay, so anyway, two of my kids walking.
Like 15, 16, so he was old enough to walk.
I thought it was Luke. Anyway, and I'm driving through.
Luke was a baby.
And somebody grabbed my kid. Like, physically grabbed and pulled. And they were dressed in a trench coat. And
a mask over their face so you couldn't tell who they were.
Yeah. And I'm freaking out. And so we left the area after that because I was terrified. Went home. I'm telling everybody that somebody tried to snatch my kid in town. And telling everybody to watch their kids. Somebody's trying to abduct my kid. I get home. Nothing else is said about it. I go to church on Sunday. And this little lady, she's probably about 20 years older than me. She walks up and she starts laughing, and I'm like, huh? And I wanted to know if we had a good Halloween, a good trick-or-treat, and I'm like, it was her. I could have killed her. Because she's this little old lady that goes to church with us, and she grabbed my kid and never told him, never said a word who she was or anything, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Here I was thinking my kid was getting abducted. The Grand Manor is a haunt in Withville. Okay. down through the tunnels. Yep. Yep.
We went to one. Was it Charleston or Huntington on October?
You and Molly, I don't remember. It was right past St. Albans, I
It
thought.
was a corn maze, and we made the actors laugh because when they jump out, like it was like teens running it, like that were actually the actors. They jump out, and we'd be like, "Ooh, where'd you get your mask?" And just be silly, and we made them laugh. It was really funny.
They usually go to one of the ones here in the state that's pretty popular together. That's
I
their
love it.
yearly thing. I don't go to that.
You wouldn't like it.
Do they really have something called Cowboy Church in the States?
Cowboy church.
Huh?
What
They
is that?
I don't know what that is either, Bailey. Cowboy Church? Yippee-yi-yay, giddy up, get along, little doggy, that kind of
Do
thing.
they all wear cowboy hats?
I have one here in West Virginia, but no. I never heard of Cowboy Church. But I dress like I'm going to Cowboy Church because
Redneck.
I don't think God cares as long as you come presentable. I don't have to have a dress on. That's just me and my belief. But you know, you do you. I came in without anything on. I'm pretty sure God doesn't care what I'm wearing as long as I'm covered and modest. I'm okay. Cowboy Church is amazing. I don't know what that is. I'll have to
What is
research that and figure it out. I don't know. It sounds like something we will like.
Country, not redneck.
I'm redneck. A boat church at the lake. Ooh. See, I would be puking over the side because I'd be getting nauseous from being on the boat, but I would do it anyway.
See, I don't know if I would or not because I get car sick really
I bet you
easily.
would. The only time I've ever been on a boat is when I was in elementary or junior high. Junior high. At that time, they used to reward kids for having good grades. You know, it wasn't just go to the movies. You got to go on a trip. So I had straight A's all year long. Thank you, Spring. And when I had, that's right, Christy, that's the way I feel, as long as I'm presentable. Christian cowboy. I don't know anything about that. I can introduce you to some Christian firemen. I don't know about Christian cowboys. But when I was in junior high, I guess it was, I had straight A's all year long. And so they took us to our state capital in West Virginia. And at the time, they had these boats on the river. And you could get on the boat, and it was like I think it was called, what was the name of the boat? And I can't even remember for sure. I want to say it was like a steam powered or something. I'm not real sure. But it went up and down the river, and so we got to go in, and inside was this really super fancy boat and stuff, and I thought that was great. Now, I did get a little nauseous, but I didn't really care because I had never had an experience like that in my life and knew I probably never would again, and it was so much fun. The preacher and his wife ride their longhorns to church. Oh my goodness! Can you imagine? That's your kind of church, right?
They put the Bibles in a little bag on the horn. When I was in fourth grade, going back to rewarding kids for having straight A's, they took us to a national park here that's about an hour away. And it was like adventure kind of stuff. Like there was rock climbing, which I did not do. I'm a little bit scared of heights. And then there was like this trail where you would like have to like lay someone, one of the people would lay down on top, and the rest of you'd have to carry it and like get them across the line or whatever.
Team building exercise.
Yeah, that. And I tripped over a tree root and hurt my foot really bad.
Was that at Grandview?
Yeah, because I didn't call you. I was like, I'm fine. I'll just wait it out.
Yeah, Mama found out when she got home. Guess who wasn't happy?
Because
Yeah.
like the teacher said, well, call your parents right now. I'm like, no. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay.
And see, as a teacher, I would never give them the option. It would be like, we're calling your parents right now. Because I would be worried that the parent would be upset with me for not telling them. Because I, as a parent, want to know when my kid's been
I
hurt.
didn't want to leave. It was fun.
No. If your foot's swelling up the size of a basketball, you probably should leave.
I iced it, and then I got up and hobbled around, and the rest of the day was pretty much just crafting and stuff, so I just did the crafts.
We could have boat church here.
You could.
We have water all around us. We could have all kinds of boats on the
You could have
water
it
for
right
church.
down there. It'd be very tiny. But
Although here they probably do, what do they call that? A tubing church. Anybody else tube where you have the big inner tube and they get on the water and they float down the river? They did that here.
I used to go sledding on a big inner tube.
They did that here recently, and the water was so low it took forever. Like a 3 hour trip turned into like a 7 hour trip. So it can be it depends. You know, when you're out there, what it's like. And they even have places here where you can go on inner tubes and float like that and actually sit and watch a movie. Yep, they do over at where Luke's at right now. At the water park, you can go on certain days and they have outdoor movie and you can get in the lake in your inner tube and watch the outdoor movie, which I think is super awesome. Yeah. We do weird things here, I think. I think it's weird, but other people, like, I didn't think anybody else went tubing, but apparently they do. I thought that was just a West Virginia redneck thing.
See,
But,
if I went tubing, I wouldn't want to watch a movie. Like, I'd be looking at the scenery.
well, but they're just sitting still over there in the lake.
Oh.
Yeah, so, but because the movie has to be still so you can see it. Hmm.
I thought you meant like a little tablet attached to each tube.
No, boy, you really think people got some money.
It has to be
Cowboy airboat.
waterproof.
Yeah, that's true. You went tubing in Florida all the time. Yeah, they do it here all the time, and it's become a more prevalent since tourism is ramping up here. Um, yeah, but the newest thing here now is there's a swing on every corner, pretty much this big wooden swing, and you go sit in the big wooden swing. You go sit in the big wooden swing with spring and get your picture taken. Can't say it. You go sit in a big wooden swing and get your picture taken. Tubing on the rivers by the Cape is fun. That's what it is here, tubing on the rivers. And some days, you know, the river's high enough you can do it, and other days it's not. And some days it's so high you don't want to go do it.
Yeah, where our work people come in and they're like, yeah, the water was too low, we couldn't go tubing or kayaking or whatever they're doing on the water. So then they just decided to come get food instead.
The water here is so sporadic. Like, I know it's that way everywhere based on rain and that kind of thing, but like, where people aren't from here and they show up and they don't realize how quickly the water can rise here. Like one day it'll be so high you can't use it, and then the next day it'll be fine, and the next day it'll be high again and muddy and nasty. And so we had one of those days a couple weeks ago and we had somebody that got flipped out into the water. It's a shame. But then like water here is so crazy anyway. There have been floods and things where nobody really knows it's coming, and all of a sudden you get this massive downpour and whole places are covered up with mud. So it's just insane. It's the joy of living in the mountain and near the water. You never know what you're gonna get. All 4 seasons in one day. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So, but I love where we live. I mean, but I'm not a water rat either. So, and I don't say that in a negative connotation. You know, that's water rat, river rat. I don't stay on a river. Never have been. I said I was born in the wrong place. I need to move to Tennessee or somewhere where there's constantly something I can do indoors. Tubing is a scream, literally. Yeah, that's true. Um, Tossed you off. Oh gosh, I would die. I can't do that. I'm terrified of water. But see, we also do tubing where we do it on snow.
Yeah.
So, and that's fun.
That is fun.
That's a lot of fun. I do
is.
scream when we do that, and I haven't done it for a while, but
Last time I went, I was in 8th grade, actually.
my health doesn't allow me exactly to have great access to the ones that we have here, but
But
winter tubing here is absolutely
there's actually
awesome.
a place. Is it year round or is it just during the winter?
I think it's mainly during the winter time. They make their own snow and
Yeah,
stuff, but
That's what I thought, maybe year round. But, their thing, you have to go up like a little ramp, escalator kind of deal, and it's so easy to fall.
yeah. That's why I have trouble getting up actually to the place where you can go down the hill. But tubing is so much
I
fun.
love it. There's a picture of me and me and my best friend, we make fun of it all the time because it's funny. I'm just like sledding, and one of the teachers took a picture, and I was like, "What?"
I thought you was going to say one of the teachers pushed you off.
No, one of the teachers took a picture.
We are very blessed in this area to have lots of opportunities for our children to do things like that. And so Lee, my oldest one, had a chance to do Rangers in training one year, which is basically an outdoor type of thing like the youngest is doing now. Like the thing he's doing now is geared, Luke is doing is geared towards teaching you about tech and about the different opportunities that you have to go to school in the area, what kind of things they offer for schooling. Um, a lot of it's community college, so it's things outside of the normal realm for students who don't want to be part of, who don't want to go on to college, but they want to have some kind of training, or they need to get community college hours out of the way first before they go on to another type of college. So that's what Gear Up is about. It's about, he's in seventh grade, going in seventh. So it's teaching them what's available to them. So the way they're doing that is exposing them first of all to the college, and then taking them through and letting them see some of the STEM activities that they do, and then also taking them on these activities to show them about West Virginia and things that are here that they would like to maybe stay and participate in. So the one that Lee did, Rangers in Training, was literally being trained what it would take to be a forest ranger. So on theirs, they did a trip on the water, which now, as a much older parent, I don't know how safe I would feel about the fact that he had never been in the water before, and he was going out in a raft, with people, whitewater rafting, basically, in easy and an easy level, but still. So the instructor's wife was a fellow teacher, and he had my kid out on this raft, and I don't know that it was on purpose, but I'm not so sure. And he turned around and pushed Lee off into the river.
Ranger Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I saw him later, and I said, "What are you trying to do? Get my kid killed?" So it was kind of something we laughed about afterwards, but had I known during the time, I probably would have been terrified because the water is really swift. And
He came into my fourth grade classroom and read books about being a park ranger.
yeah. So it's something they focus on here a lot because we have a lot of them here, and just the area that we live in. But I don't know if they still do that program. I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. But it's just an opportunity for them to get out into the wilderness or the wild here and find out what might be available for them, what they might want to do. And this program is supposed to follow Luke through his high school career, and so it was open to certain ones were chosen. I think based on character and that kind of thing. So teachers gave recommendations, and he was one of the ones that was given an application to see if he wanted to do it. And it's totally free to the kids, and they can go, all week long, and they get fed during the day. Of course, I'm not keeping them from eating, but I mean they're feeding them well. Like the first day was Dickie's barbecue and that kind of thing. So they're feeding them throughout the time, teaching them STEM activities, teaching them what college opportunities are available for them as they get ready to move forward into those years when they need to be picking a career choice. So I'm really thankful for it for Luke because it gives him a chance to think outside the box. At first, he didn't want to go to college. Bailey says she's going to pop your bubble. Are you blowing bubbles with gum?
Oh, yeah.
She's had gum all day because she gets car sick, and when we travel, we have to go up the mountain to go in lots of curves. So trying to keep from getting sick. Blow bubbles. I love it. But Luke had always said he didn't want to go to college, and I don't care one way or the other. As long as they can provide for themselves and their families, I truly don't care. As long as they're happy. But now he says, well, he may want to go, and he may want to be a forest ranger. And actually, he has focused a lot lately on DNR, which I would be plumb tickled to death for him to do that because our family is very much about, well, like I said, I'm not a water nut, but I am, our family's always been, all of my family and my husband's family, hunting family, animal, that kind of thing. So I would be tickled to death if he was helping preserve those types of rights in the area. But we shall see. I think he's got the firefighter bug too, and that's good too. But I really am enjoying this program that's given him an opportunity to do that. And I will say something else. I put it in the Facebook group, but I'm going to say it on here. I don't get anything from saying this. There is a link in the Facebook group, I think, where if you click on it, I get entered to win something small, like really small. It's really nothing, so I don't care. But there is a website called Kids Bowl Free. And I've been signing up for it for years, and I've never used it till this year. Matter of fact, last year I signed up for it and paid the $40 for the extra pass for 4 adults to bowl with the kids throughout the summer, and we never used it. And so I said, I'll never do that again. But I might eventually because I can still go in and do it later. He is an outgoing kiddo. All my kids are. I love them so much, but I'm a little biased. I am. But Kids Bowl free. You can go online. You can sign up anywhere in the United States and Canada. And if you have children who are school age, she's gonna bust it. I'll bust it for you, Bailey. If you have children that are school age, you can sign them up, and it's just you having an email and giving their name and I think their age, and they get 2 free bowling games every day from now. And I think it might have started even in April, but it's every day from now. Okay, Jay, from now until such stupid behavior home. What? Oh, fun. I knew what you said. Um, but you can sign up your children if they're school age from now till October. They get 2 free games of bowling a day. And at our place, you're on her TV. At our place where we registered, you didn't have to pay for your shoe rental either. Now, it says on there that that's based on each individual place. There are only certain bowling alleys you can go to, but we already actually this year really did finally go and use it. I've been signing up for years, but it was always like an hour away to drive, or more than that. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. This one I finally signed up for is about an hour, and we're over there now every day for Luke for this stuff. And we made an effort to go last week. So the kids got to bowl twice for free. There was no fee. There was no fee for the shoes or anything. All they have is my email address, and they send me the coupons through the email every week. And you just pull them up on your phone and go, "Hey, I have this," and they scan you in and tell you what lane to go to, and they bowl for 2 games and they're done. And if you want to bowl with them, up to 4 adults, you can buy a pass for $40, and you can bowl every game with them, the 2 free games a day from now until October. And I think that's fabulous, especially for kids who live in areas where maybe there's not a lot to do. We live in an area there's not a lot to do. If we want to do something, bubbles, if we want to do something, we have to travel at least an hour. So if we're going to have to travel at least an hour, if it's free for them to do this, then it's nice to have. And it's about 5 minutes from the yard store, too.
Yeah, it's really close.
From Joanne. So, and it just so happens to be where Luke's at camp this year, too. So, it's been really nice to be able to have that. Like I said, we've gone the one time, but I'm certain we'll go back. When we went, it wasn't very busy, and it was a nice outing for them, and it was peaceful and just a nice thing for them to get to do.
It was busier than I thought it would be.
But still, it wasn't
wasn't
packed.
a lot of people, no.
And there are certain hours it'll tell you, but ours has a wide variety of hours, I think. Yeah. And I was quite pleased with it. So go to their website if that's something you'd like to do. If you have kids or grandkids and you would like for them to do that, like I said, US or Canada, you can sign up two games a day, every day, any day that the bowling alley is open from now until October.
I thought it was just our bowling alley. I didn't know it was
No.
US and Canada.
It's US and Canada, and it gives you certain ones. I think West Virginia has 4. The one closest to me is an hour. Hey Tank, how are you? Oh, I hope you're doing okay. The one in near us is an hour away, but there are 4. I think the other one is like an hour and 45 minutes, and the other 2 are up north, and I wouldn't be going to those, I think. But yeah. So I mean, technically, I could go to at least one of the other ones. I'm sorry, Tank. If you're like us, the weather is insane. It's definitely got some issues up and down, and it says it's 61, but it feels like it's 81, and
the sun's coming out now. Maybe it will warm up.
I haven't been able to breathe well. Crazy humidity. But yeah. But anyway, Kids Bowl free, and you can go on there and look it up and read all about it. And apparently it's based off of someone whose parents ran a bowling alley when they were growing up, and they just want kids to experience it and be able to enjoy what they did growing up. And so it's free, and it's fun for kids. And I didn't realize it was all over the place either, like it is as widespread, but it's nice. It's nice to be able to have something like that for kids. So just a little extra in case you were looking for something to do with your kids this summer, but you also don't want to break the bank. Okay. So, for us to drive an hour, and we may have to go pick up groceries anyway and combine them together at the same time, we're not losing anything, and the kids enjoy it. And I think they even have some virtual bowling lessons on there that kids can use for free in order to get better at bowling, which I thought was really neat. If my kids just do it for fun, they don't really care. I mean, they're competitive.
We are super competitive.
As all get out, they are competitive, awful competitive. But they're not, trying to.
We each won a game, so now we both have room to gloat.
They
got like 100 and some points that one time.
But it was fun. And the bowling alley that we went to was really neat because they had their dogs inside. I was so
They
excited.
were two. They were so floofy.
Two chocolate labs. I was absolutely in heaven. I could care less about the bowling. I was looking at the dogs, and the dogs came out where we were and stuff, and they were taking them back. I guess taking them outside.
Yeah, she said she was taking outside to use the bathroom.
Just adorable. Just I love businesses
They
like
were
that
so cute.
that are animal inclusive. But anyway, as much as we hate to, we're gonna get off of here. I like Tank. I'm hurting, and it's been well over an hour, and have not gotten anything accomplished this week. So day by day, you're right, Christy. Sometimes it's moment by moment. Um, I understand. I understand that completely, Christy. I have moments where, and days where I don't leave the house alone because I worry about my health
And if she does, I get on to her about it.
yeah. And it's not that bad, but I need somebody there in case something would happen that, like if I something happens with my RA and I can't walk as well as I should be able to, or just whatever. There's a myriad of different.
And I'm just worried.
You don't
Not
need to
just 'cause of
worry.
that.
I'm fine.
I worry about everybody.
I'm fine. You don't need to worry.
I worry about everybody.
But I like to have somebody there just in case. I've had issues before where I had problems and I was in a place where there was nobody familiar, and that makes me uncomfortable. So, but anyway, Tank, we're sending love, hugs, and prayers. Hope you feel better soon, guys. Thank you for being here today and for being my comfort and my uplift in a time when it was good to see you, Jamie. I'm glad you got to drop in too. I'm trying to catch up on everybody's videos. I'm hoping to do that after I end now. I'm going to rest and catch up on videos and try to get through those. So hopefully you guys will see me there in the YouTube streets commenting and all that. Me too, Bailey. We love you. And just thank you guys for being a part of an uplifting point of our day. We needed that, and that's why I came today. And we thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support. Don't forget, we're getting ready for Christmas extravaganza. I quite frankly can't wait for it to start because it's been a lot. And I'm ready to get those videos up and get it rolling and get them moving along and getting those out. But anyway, yay, Tank. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for contributing to Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach. If you don't know what that is, please go to one of our videos and find the link. It should be in the link of this one. Go to Facebook and read all about it. I can't.
Extra, read all about it.
Yeah, I can't do it today. I can't talk about it today because it's been a rough week.
It's hitting home.
Me too. All right. I can't talk about Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach today as far as like what it's about, but you can go over and read it. And I'll say I could probably talk about it, but emotionally I'm feeling good right now, and I need that, and I need not to think about that right now. I need to put it away, pack it away for another day, and I'm going to think on blessings and God's grace and eternity, and think on the good things because that's where I feel right now, and it's been a few days since I felt that way because of life. And so we thank you for being here. If nobody's told you today, we love you and we appreciate you. You're wanted and you're needed. Don't ever forget that. And don't forget to be kind because
you don't know anybody else's journey.
Have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye.